And this is Horace.
And together we are
Travels with the Big Guy.
And we are here in Batumi, Georgia.
Which is right on the Black Sea, about 12,000 kilometers from Texas, or 10,000 miles from Texas.
Yes. So we want to tell you, everybody looked at us like we were crazy when we told them we were going to Georgia. So why did we come to Georgia, babe?
Well, that's a good question. We looked at, going to Eastern Europe. In Georgia, you can stay 12 months on just your passport.
Well, 365 days.
365 days. Yeah, there's a whole story behind that.
Yeah, and we'll get into that.
In the blog, www.travelswiththebigguy.com.
And maybe our next video will tell you about why we are very cognizant of those numbers.
Yeah.
But first off, Batumi is cold, and these bones don't like cold weather. But we've spent the last 2 years in South America, which was awesome.
And just to be fair, Batumi is one of those countries that has 4 seasons.
Yes. So we are in the winter/rainy seasons.
Yeah.
So we've been here 3 weeks, and we've had maybe 3 days.
70% of the time it's rain.
Yeah, we've had maybe 3 days of sun where we just had to wear a jacket, and we could go out and enjoy walking without getting blown away from the winds from the sea.
Yeah, and Batumi is referred to in some blogs as the Las Vegas of Georgia, because it is a casino city.
Yeah, the strip along the sea, very Las Vegas, a lot of tall skyscraper hotels, and there's so much building going on. One you can look and see a tall brand new skyscraper, and right next door to it's 2 or 3 older apartment buildings. So the new buildings are taking over along the sea, I think.
Yeah. And a little about Batumi that you may not know. In Georgia, they actually have the Georgian language. They also speak the Russian language, and they also speak English in Batumi.
And I just want to say, so we always try to learn at least hello, goodbye, the main greetings of a country. Well, we were practicing Georgian, and we got here, and that was great, but then we walked into a coffee shop, and we spoke Georgian, and they looked at us and said Russian. And so they told us what the word for Russian for hello, but the next time we go back, I'm gonna have to practice on that one. But right now, we're getting the Georgian down.
So, what's the next thing that we want to tell people about Batumi?
Okay, what did we actually expect to find when we got to Batumi?
Okay, so because we are a mixed race couple, I did research online about how Batumi, Eastern Europe, like Tbilisi, which is a capital, or Batumi, are accepting of mixed race couples. And didn't find that much information. And when I put it out there asking the question online, I got varied answers from different people. And it really was a sweeping generalization that they told me. So my expectation was coming to Batumi was that we would be treated with indifference, and that was my expectation. However, I've been pleasantly surprised in Batumi. Just to let you know, this is a city of about 200,000. I've seen, since we've been here since the 16th of January, and today is the 10th of February, I've seen 3 black people. and only one said hello. He did the head nod too. The other two, they acted like they didn't see me. But it's hard to miss me.
Yeah.
So what was your expectation?
Well, I think at the beginning, I did not have the warm and fuzzies from Batumi. I was like, we'll do our couple months, we'll leave. But I've found, I think, the longer we stay, the more that we're in a residential business area. We're in an apartment building. Our neighbors now say hello to us in Georgian, Gabajoba, which is nice. They smile at us. And I think the people are getting used to us, used to seeing a mixed couple in the building and outside, going to the store or going to the mall.
That is true, because sometimes we get these warm smiles, from people, and sometimes we get these curious stares from people.
Yeah, double takes, or like they're looking, and then like today we were at the coffee shop, and I told Horace, I noticed there was a lady. We walked in the coffee shop. It was a 2-story, coffee shop. And we were standing there waiting to go upstairs, and I saw this lady pull her phone out and sit it on the table and aim it at. I'm sure she took a picture.
Yeah. Look, you would want to take a picture of this, all this, right? All this good look here.
But so I've changed my view a little bit. We've been, like I said, 3 weeks, and I'm warming up to it. It's just the weather is so cold, and to go outside most of the time, you have to have your long coat on, have your scarf on.
Come on, baby, it's not that bad. It's
that wind can cut you.
It's in the 40s, but the air is coming off the Black Sea, reduces it a little.
Now I have to say the sea is pretty nice. It's pretty, it's water, it's blue, but the beach is rocky and sandy, mostly rocks. So again, it's cold weather, so you can't really get the full benefit of being on the sea. But there's a lot of things going on, things that I want to see. Call it touristy things if you like, but there are some things that we've got planned to do. But all in all, I'm not disappointed in Batumi. I'm warming up.
Okay. I think pretty much I'm going to agree with Holly about warming up to Batumi.
Yeah, it's Our landlord has been super nice. He's brought us over 2 bottles of homemade wine.
In which, just a little story behind, the actual country of Georgia.
Yeah.
Before it was even Georgia, the land, they've been making wine here for over 8,000 years.
And there's over 500 types of grapes just from Georgia.
Yeah.
So they're big on their wine, and they love their wine, and when you go to the stores,
it shows.
It's great. So we're going to, like I said, we're going to be here for a couple months. I'm waiting for the weather to start warming up. I'd like to be here long enough to see the weather warm up so that we can actually walk along the, the walk along the sea. It's like 7 kilometers long, and it's really nice.
Yep.
It walks past the athletic courts.
They have volleyball fields, soccer fields, basketball courts. Just pretty much on their beachfront, they have pretty much every sport you can imagine available to play, and seating for all of it.
Yeah, so it's going to be kind of cool, I think, when it gets warmer weather and we can see some of that action down there. But anyway, right now it's kind of slim on the people down there.
But again, there's airplane spotting that we can go to.
I'm excited about that.
There's Ali and Nino, or Nino and Ali.
Ali and Nino.
Ali and Nino, which is about cultural couples coming together. It's 2 oversized giant sculptures.
So we're going to take pictures
that
of all
come
this.
together.
And we'll post them.
Yeah. There's a lot to do in Batumi. There's Argo, which is the cable car that goes across.
Oh, yeah.
We may go to that. It's a cable car that you can see inside the city, as opposed to going over the treetops in a cable car.
I think the thing that I don't like about Batumi is everything's along the sea, which is great. But once you get off the sea, you know, a couple streets off the sea. Is there anything?
Yeah,
It's,
there's
it's
lots
people
of,
living. It's
there's-
people living,
there's-
stores.
there's lots of restaurants. There's stores, residential area, just like any other residential area.
But playtime is along the beach.
They have, sort of like Venice Beach, they have weights for people to go down and lift and exercise, you know, on the beach. And they even have, what do you call those things that go around, carnivals or?
There's I think there was a couple carnivals set up for the kiddos. So you know, there's stuff to do. I'd like to be here long enough to see what warm weather brings out at the sea, because I think it would be really pretty. We do have a lot of neat lights where we're at. You know, we can, at nighttime, those tall buildings, they have their light shows that are on every night, and they're worth watching because they're so pretty. But anyway, I think that's all I think we're gonna finish with that.
Yeah, we'll get back with you on something else new that we find in Batumi. Hope that's been informative. Thanks for joining us.
Bye-bye.